Hi, everybody. I usually do the headlines, but I'm going to do something a little bit different today. But I said I was doing something different. I know you're used to seeing me doing the headlines, but my area of expertise is as a trauma therapist. I'm a woman of many talents. Here's the thing. Usually the traumatized have what are called frozen feelings, which occurred at the time of the trauma that they hold on to and need a safe space to process those feelings. Let's not all get triggered by this word safe space, but when people feel safe enough, they feel understood, they don't feel judged, they feel then they can process these feelings. And often just recognizing that something traumatizing happened, admitting that something traumatizing happened, that is generally speaking the first step. And it is enough to kick off the healing process. I thought that Joe Biden's focus on healing and how the country needs to come together and heal was too soft. It wasn't going to get us anywhere. That we're dealing with the fascists and we need, something harder to fight, something harder to fight against fascism. Say, had we elected a Bernie Sanders, I know you're going to hate me for this, but say, had we elected a Bernie Sanders, the fight would still be raging on. And so I honestly think that Joe Biden, with his focus on healing, is the perfect candidate for this moment in history. Maybe it'll only be 4 years. Maybe it'll be 8 years. I don't know. Anyway, a couple of nights ago, I found myself letting go and releasing some feelings of hypervigilance, some traumatic related feelings that didn't really have words put on them. I'm not really sure why. It's not like the coronavirus is all done or the violent extremists have come to their senses, but still, one does not have to know why. A deeper part of a person knows why. And for me, it all started while I was watching Kamala Harris and Joe Biden give their speeches at the reflecting pool the night before the inauguration as a memorial for the COVID victims. And in that moment of silence, I felt all of the trauma of both the last 4 years, but specifically of 2020, start to crack open and fall off of me. We haven't had a national moment of humanity in what seems like a lifetime. So it looks like Biden has already made good on his campaign promise of healing hearts. I put something like this on my Facebook page recently, and some of the responses I thought were interesting. One friend said it's just such an unsafe feeling to have him as president, and it means you don't really have a president in some way. Another person said, I know exactly what you mean. It's like one of those disaster movies where the cast finally emerges into the sunshine at the end. Someone else said, after watching the National COVID Memorial, I felt a sense of calm and confidence in the future, something I haven't felt in 4 years. Another person writes, I was driving when I heard it on the radio. I felt such a sense of release. It kind of snuck up on me. Another person writes, yes. A final friend writes that the inauguration ceremony was the capper. I agree that inauguration ceremony was very powerful, talking about oneness, talking about justice. And then the New York Times reports today, even the Proud Boys are mocking Trump. That is very, very good news. A total failure. The Proud Boys now mock Trump. Members of the far right group, who are among Donald Trump's staunchest fans, are calling him weak, as more of them were charged for storming the U.S. Capitol. It's great that they are turning against Trump. I hope they will also turn against hate. So I guess we'll see. Here's the deal, though. This is something I noticed from being in the progressive media sphere. On act.tv, we like to focus on some of the things that are happening in the activist sphere. Do more than watch is our hashtag all over the place. That's what we do here. I notice a lot of the comments are yeah, but type of comments. Yeah, but he stopped in the Keystone Pipeline. Yeah, but it's already too late. Yeah, but he's going to be sued by Canada over it. Yeah, but okay, can we focus our energy? Can we focus our energy on the thing that comes before the yeah, but? The positive things? The mainstream media has conditioned progressives, liberals, and generally any people of good conscience and good heart, whether they be allied with a party or be outside of the party system, to believe that nothing is possible, to never have a happy day. Even when President Biden was elected, which should have been a happy day for Democrats, MSNBC focused on, what are the Proud Boys going to do? Yeah, but it's going to be so hard. Yeah, but he probably doesn't have the Senate. Yeah, but, well, now he does have the Senate. So anyway, I think, I'm trying to do a service here by discussing with you how it might be helpful, because where focus goes, energy flows. You may have heard that before, depending on what circles you travel in. And that underlies why we do these progressive news headlines on the daily. So you can have something positive to focus on. It's not just bull. There are positive things to focus on. And I think the media does us a huge disservice when they disempower us by saying, oh yeah, there's something positive, but let's focus on the negative. Nothing good can happen. That is so disempowering. So number one, watch out for it. Hopefully me talking about it will help you to be aware that it's happening to you. Number two, you're going to have to start being able to practice handling good news, handling victories. Our brain is conditioned by media, by the atmosphere, by general fear, and reasonably by things that are happening, to focus on, the horrible things. I'm not going to go into, neurobiology about why this occurs, etc. But we're programmed, to be able to handle dangers in the environment. So we focus on that, and that's often what sticks with us, etc. You can look that up yourself. There are lots of YouTube videos out there about it. Anyway, this is how to handle good news. Let it in, number one. And even if there's bad news to go along with it, you have to be able to balance the two and keep the good news. Don't let the bad news wash away the good news. We'll have a lot of opportunity to practice that with Joe Biden, because some of the things that he is doing are very good. Some of the people that he has appointed to high level positions are very good. And some of the things, you wonder about the foreign policy and the war deal and some of the pharma stuff. You just, some of the things, but it's so very important for us to remember to be reasonable and to not let the the bad be destroyed by the good. They say that adult thinking is able to hold both sides. And I think our media atmosphere has caused everyone to just want to shit on everything that happens, no matter what. So I look forward to your comments shitting on this video and telling me how wrong I am. And maybe I look forward to having some of your comments be like, good idea. Thanks for having our back. You're watching Act TV. I'm Julianna Forlano. Thanks for watching.